We are on the draw, but today we are going with United Battlefront deck, and I will show you today how insane this card can be, because... yeah, appreciate it, man. Our opponent is Wolf Senpai Veteran Brawler, so my expectations were high until this point, because it feels like Omniscience deck already. So not amazing, definitely. Let's go for a Momentum Breaker, you know, get rid of this so they cannot bounce it. So basically our deck is a lot of 3-drops that are absolutely devastating. You see some of them, but we have way more. And when we drop the Battlefront, I mean, our opponent will usually be super behind. So we need to think how to play this, because whether we play Liliana or Annex will decide how the game goes. I'm not sure if it's Omniscience, but it definitely, yeah, I mean it's Omniscience. I really had higher hopes for our Veteran Brawler than just net decking Monored or Omniscience, but it's fine. It's fine. We could already go with Corpses of the Lost, another card we absolutely love here. I actually will, because I think this is the fastest lethal. We are already hitting face. Our opponent did not expect it. And by the way, you have some max speed that won't make a difference this game. And we might drop the Battlefront. However, we are not sure how to play this. Stock up. They still, as you can see, they manually tap, so the Archive and the Dispersal is still here. So that will be a little bit of problem. One creature will definitely not work here. Alright, I think we just dropped the Battlefront, honestly. We could go Lily and try to go for the ultimate potentially, but discarding might help them. So I think we just go Battlefront. We know they cannot go... I mean, you know... Let's just discard 2 cards. They can Omniscience, and we need to take this risk. They will probably... Oh. Oh boy. So that means they have a lot of Awakenings. Let's go for this. They have a lot of Awakenings, but not much more. So do I want to go for Dispersal here? That's a huge question. Because we let them surveil here. I honestly think we can chill. I know it's a weird play, but we have really good gameplay for the next turns. And they need to hold this mana, and we will try to get them to 0 cards. We have ways to do it. Survey really helps them to hit the missing piece of the combo. So I don't think it's actually worth it here. We'll just keep plussing forever until they have 0 cards, full top deck mode, and then we'll... Bro, you can see the power of this deck. Let's go for this. Just start as strong as possible. They need to drop Omniscience into the graveyard, they didn't have it, and then they need Awakening in their hand as well. To be fair, maybe I should go for Annex, but I'm not sure. Here it is! See? They were lurking with this. And let's drop another one. By the way, when you hit Liliana with this, you can still draw... Oh my god, come on. You see the potential of this deck, and we can get all of them back into the hand. Bro, look at this. This card might actually be busted, man. I think you will be seeing this in future years a lot. I mean, a lot. The only reason it's not super popular right now is that aggro is so oppressive that you don't have time to cast 4-drop. So yeah, when the meta ever slows, you will start seeing this, because the value from this card is absolutely insane. I do not. And they discarded their only protection against our creatures. This might be their last turn. We'll drop another Corpses, and that's it. That's how we do it. We absolutely need to go for the Annex, and we need to play the whole game out of this. Because in Mono Black against Mono Black, whoever gets the first one gets ahead, like substantially, and we actually can answer their get loss with our get loss. So the faster we draw cards, the better for us. Alright, so this is actually interesting. I think this is Corpses of the Lost, because that will force them to make an awkward play and not play a demon on the next turn. It also deals a lot of damage, and they don't want to take a lot of damage. Duress is okay. Not sure if it's great, but it's something that matters. And as you can see, they still went with the demon, so that means we stack more and more damage. I love it. We absolutely need to Liliana. And the second card... Yeah, I still think we go Liliana. We could or... No. We have to go Lily. And this is why we went with the Skeletons. Because now they are pressured every single turn with this damage. And we can actually start doing stuff because of it. I think we go for the Painland. The second play is a little bit awkward. Obviously we'll hit their face. I have 7 cards. So they want to go for the big demon on the next turn. Duress isn't greatest here. But there is a chance we won't play anything. So I will just play it to lower the quality of their hand a little bit. It's not a great play, just to be clear. They have tons of removal. Both Anoint and Go for the Throat will hit the token. It doesn't really matter, I believe. Let's go with Anoint because it's an exile effect. So if they kill something that is a permanent card, we get Corpses of the Lost at least back. So I would assume they will go for Ritual Chamber. Duress is fine. This will give them the information, but it costs them mana. But they have Bloodletter, so they can afford it. They don't need 5 mana for the demon, they can just go 4 mana for the demon and Duress. It's probably a better play. It gives them more control over the game. And they're going for the bat, so that means they are starting to take damage. Oh, and they will keep Go for the Throat for our demon, right? I mean, they don't have a choice. No, they are going for the cat. See, this Corpses of the Lost pressure them so much, man. This is actually really good for us. So I will definitely play a land. We can make double 3-drop play. Okay, this is important. So I could go Lily, get back the bat. They didn't deal damage. And I could plus, so we can -2 on the next turn for free. I like this play a lot. So we go this. We hit face. How much do they deal? If they play Bloodletter, this is 4, 6 damage. And I take 2. So I'm at 3, that's very low. Maybe I just go with the demon. But if they draw a land, they can play Go for the Throat into demon, which is their best play. And then I don't have the demon. Oh man, this is so hard. Every option has a big downside if they get the right cards. I could remove the bat and then go Corpses of the Lost. Yeah, I think this is the best play. It also kinda proves us. And I don't want to discard. Discarding doesn't have too much value. Because we are both drawing 2 cards a turn. So it's not like you will never get the last card. And we descended, which could be important on the next turn. But first, let's play this guy and start hitting. Oh man, this is a ton of damage already. Alright, this is for them. This is something they don't want, because if they want to make a demon, that's usually their full turn. And this is important. I think I will take 1. Not sure about the second one. I think we decline respectfully. And we need to start making demons soon, as well as our opponent. But we have Momentum Breaker, which is extremely good answer to what they have. They might go Slasher to set up future Bloodletter, because it drains 2 removal spells. And also, if we pressure them, that means they are tapped, and we can activate the demon easier. Yeah, I think this into Go for the Throat is probably the best play. Unfortunately, they went for it. I'm not super happy about it. I hoped for a bit of a mistake, but unfortunately, they didn't make one. But we can force them to play... Man, can we kill them? Sanctuary? No, because they double block. I can Momentum Breaker into Sanctuary, but then they kill Sanctuary and we don't win yet. I really want the demon. So maybe we just save 4 mana. Momentum... Okay, this is awkward. But I think we can do it. First we go with this. This way they won't have a blocker. This will probably not, you know, unstun until end of the game. I think the game will be over before this recovers. And now we can make a demon after they use Go for the Throat on the face. We could also activate the Sanctuary. It's 4 damage. Then they kill Sanctuary. It's kind of this. I think we just hit face, man. Don't forget they have Bloodletter. It's a lot of damage. Alright. I fear that our opponent is a good player and they will see the line of... Yeah, they didn't even try to block. This is correct play. Okay, okay, they made a mistake. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Because now it means I'm life draining. And that means I'm not dying. Oh, I need to pay myself, that's not optimal. We could go for Sanctuary then. Sanctuary doesn't require us to pain. Being on 6 is so much worse. I think this is better. It's a 3-3 so it doesn't die to cut down. And you know what? We absolutely need to go for this. All of those cards are kinda useful, but I will go for Lily. Because it's basically the same as we played Lily on this turn, and that gives us 3 extra mana. And I don't want to get this one back. We drain life, which is super important. I think we had this game figured. Our opponent played incredibly well, but I think this go for the fruit might be what lost them the game. I think they should try to kill our demon, because they still got drained by 2, but it also helps us. And now they don't have removal, no priority, that's super important. So now they don't know about this, they know about Lily, they have seen the Lily from the hand, but they don't know about this breaker. And that's why we go like this. We need to pay attention to priority. I don't think they have any. We go for bro. This is what they didn't play around. By the way, we have max speed so we can live gain even more. I think we got this, man. This was a nice game. Our opponent starting strong with elves on turn 1. Oh man. Oh boy. Here you go. That's what I don't want to see. So they actually don't have anything to ramp into. I think this should be a cottage turn. Unless they drew something from the... It never happened on this channel, so I'm sure this is not a good card. And okay, this is the... This was an interesting pause, because it feels like they had something. This is a 1 mana play. What is 1 mana play in this deck? Elves? It could be elves. I know this hits, so let's go for it. What is the... Oh... This can find something really nice. See ya. Bro, that answers what that was. Bro, what a good hit. Momentum Breaker is not a bad card. So next turn will be what? Land into either Annex or Lily. I really like it. I think this is a greedy draw, but we can hit the last card with this, and we can also kill a big creature. Duress is insanely perfect draw, because our whole strategy was playing Annex on the next turn. We double Duress them to make sure that they cannot do anything about it, but we got outplayed by a perfect card from the top. So, oh boy, we still will win this, I think, because we have Lily. And we can start punishing their hand, but now we lost our card advantage that was supposed to win the whole game. But we still have Battlefronts and 3 Annexes, but we need to also draw the 4th land first. So this might be a little bit of an uphill battle, but we should get there. Cottage will be a problem, now it won't, because we got the right card. So a little bit rough here, but we'll try to get them to 0 cards. They still need to play lands, so even if they hit lands, they still are kinda in a bad spot, because then they lose the other cards. But I need to draw something at some point. Okay, so this is actually a better play. We could get them to full top deck mode though. You know what? Let's go. I think it's... Oh, I did it. I already did this mistake in one of the videos. So they will discard this and Duress might miss. So I actually misplayed this. But we'll try to make it work. Because I cannot know what this card is. So that was a big misplay. I made this play right in my head, and then I started talking and I made the opposite one. So we can hit Momentum Breaker, but then they can activate Cottage with a good top deck, and so far they got those. I need to waste a card. This will probably miss, and that was a full misplay. But hopefully maybe we get lucky and we hit this. Alright, this is actually so good, man. Alright, so now they are in full top deck mode. We are prepared with Get Lost against the Cottage. And we can continue going with Liliana. We are forced into this game plan, all because of this one Duress on the best card of our deck. And this is... well, they are drawing really well, so basically, if they draw a land on the next turn, they can prevent also the Liliana gameplay, because that was my answer to it. So our opponent is going hard. I think we chill with this. Liliana can already -2, so they need to land from the top right now. Okay. This is actually not good for them. They can hit the last card, but now we are going for the Sanctuary play. However, they fully equalized the board, even though they were basically at the lost position on turn 3, but they actually recovered with those draws. So let's go this, we go for this card just to pump the loyalty, and now we can ensure that it will be hard to defend Liliana. Those draws from the top will kinda decide the game. We both have a mainland, and we both have Liliana. We are ahead, and one perfect draw can change it, as you can see. It's kind of crazy how well this guy is drawing. Like, he actually prevented every single strategy I had this game by a simple draw from the top. And we need to hit Battlefront. So we have triple Annex, 4 Battlefronts. We should be ahead. We have better draws. But we still need to draw them. Like, if we draw 4 lands from the top, it's over. If our opponent draws 4 lands from the top and we draw United Battlefront, see? Like, I know my stuff. And now they can start hitting our Liliana because they actually hit the 5th land as well. So, honestly, our opponent is playing top card from the library, and it's better than every strategy so far. Oh, I'm not salty, you are salty. It's crazy because we were in winning position in this game like 3 times already. Like, I kid you not, we won this game 3 times. And one draw from the top each time saved our opponent and got them back into the game. And here I am with lands. Yep, lockdown. Thank you. More useless cards. If I hit single Battlefront, the game is over. We have 7 win cons at least. But we cannot hit a single one. So this will be rough, guys. I still think we have a good chance to win because our deck is simply better. We have way more hits than them, but if you never hit them, you will never win. So as you can see, we were in equal situation, and right now we have no Annex, no Liliana, and no mainland, because we didn't draw any answer on those. Fine, this is the draw we needed. So they can kill the demon. So for this reason we will play it on Annex part, because we actually care about cards more. And this is okay, this is okay. I know they can discard with Liliana, but if that was an instant, maybe we could cast something. So for example, they completely misjudge here. They should start with Liliana. If we go for the throw, this would be that. Or, you know, any kind of removal that hits it. But it's fine. I think with this draw we will recover anyway. And now they discard after the play, you know, is over. So a slight misplay on our opponent's side. And now we have the Sanctuary. Alright, this is actually a decent draw. So I think we have to go for the demon right now. And then we activate Sanctuary and hit face on the next turn. Obviously this will die, but at least we won't get to discard a card. Because Liliana has to -2 instead of plussing. So we save the card. Yeah, they already know. They are already preparing. And this is the type of card that I said that if we get the right hits, we instantly win. Because we have hasters in this deck, so we can just kill Liliana. We won't activate the Sanctuary. So this is fine. They will try hitting our face, because that's the only way they can win. Their deck is just weaker, so they will lose the long game. The only reason they're in the game was that their RNG was incredibly better than ours. So that keeps them at close game. Moment the RNG stops favoring them, we instantly just crush it, man. Alright, at 10. But I think this might be the breaking point, because now we go Corpses of the Lost. They can draw a card, don't forget, because they have those tokens. They lack 1 for the fish. And now we can attack with 2 things. Yep, they know the play. This is our last card, so they know that we just activate Sanctuary and go with it. And now we can pressure really hard, because this is also a skeleton and also a demon. So the smaller one goes here, the bigger... As you can see, even with lackluster draws, we are just dominating this. Now we life gain, we deal damage, we get more value, and after we stabilized and won the game, kinda, here's the Battlefront. But it's fine. Now we will close the game even faster. So they need to kill Sanctuary to prevent demon synergies, because we can start spamming Annexes and Corpses of the Lost. So even despite this horrifying draw, I think we still got this. This is a really good draw.
And you think you can
But it's not good enough because we have so many extra cards. And so of course we go for this. This is both Skeleton and the Demon, so just simply superior. And now they are falling behind. I think they might even scoop. Alright. Listen. Let's go. Let's show them the real power of normal draw in this deck. The game will be very quickly over. So Corpses and nowhere. As you can see, it's very easy to hit so many things here. Let's create a creature, get rid of the blockers, sweep the board, and then we can activate another Sanctuary. We also draw card. By the way, this is a 5-3 already. Yep, I think our opponent is realizing the final of this one. I cannot kill them yet, so I will still go for Lily. Well, you know what? We don't need to go Liliana. This is already 9 damage, and we deal 2 with Unholy Annex. So that means when we activate the Demon on the next turn, we just kill them indirectly. Liliana isn't important anymore, like she's too slow. I guess it can hit the last card. I forgot that we are drawing. So maybe there was an argument, but I don't think it matters as much as just having a direct lethal on the next turn. And of course, if we lose Sanctuary, then we get Corpses of the Lost back into the hand because a permanent descended, right? So I think this is an ironclad way to close the game on the next turn. Extremely good draw as usually. Tell you, man, this guy, you literally can win every turn and he just draws a card from the top, just throws in your face and is like, yeah bro, I'm winning. Oh man. They also can play it on the same turn, so this is also a win con, starting from the next turn. So if we didn't play so aggressively, I think we could actually still lose to this one draw. Bro, what an absolute drawing champion. So let's see. Do I want to activate it? Absolutely. It's more mana efficient this way. And now we'll try to kill them. There are no cards, so they want to activate the thing, but they need to double block, and they cannot. So we still will win. Because we get dealt damage, so we actually need to go for lethal. Man, if we didn't target face last turn, we could actually lose this, I think. But now we should be fine, because we have guaranteed lethal. They don't have... well, they have food token, right? What they are actually doing? Oh my god, those draws, man. Yeah, so they will go directly into 1 life. Crazy. I don't need mana, but we'll get Corpses of the Lost, so we will still overrun them on the next turn. But our opponent is going so much harder than they should ever. And this doesn't really do anything, to be honest. Maybe just keep it for the discard, because we are taking those back. Yeah, I think this is simply better. They cannot kill us. This is the one thing they cannot draw from the top. And if we have double corpses, that means 3 attackers on the next turn, and that should be enough. Because they actually don't have mainland. This is just a removal. Glissa. I mean, I don't think right now they have a draw in the deck that saves them. Even Deadly Cover-Up cannot hit our win con, because there's none in the graveyard. So yeah, I think this is literally it. They have no cards that hit everything. Yep, correct choice. As you can see, Liliana just dying on her own. Well, to be honest, they can make the fish. Alright, I need all the mana. I think I have 9. No, I'm 1 mana short. So obviously I can go Corpses of the Lost. And first, I think we have to go for Lily here. Man, this is wild. This guy actually still is in the game. No, Ivan. So we can get rid. Okay. By the way, I forgot that they need to pay life. That's kind of important. Obviously, we go for display. The saving grace is that it takes 1 turn to set up, so they will never have this time. We go for corpses. We go to 8. Don't forget, and we of course cannot attack due to first strike. And now we should, I believe, be close to finally killing this guy. I actually made... No. Bro, they drew a removal from the top. I kid you not, this guy is absolute madman. He literally just tutors every turn a card. It's like demonic tutor, but with no card and no mana invest. Oh my god, we won 5 games against this guy already. And he's still in the game. But now he cannot activate Fountain. I think we still will win, which is a real testament to how insane we can go about, you know, killing our opponents. So what? They cannot activate the Fountain port. I think they need to hold Glissa, not attack, and hope that we can only go 1 Corpses of the Lost. This is a mistake in 2 ways. They should hit face and use the ability of Glissa to remove counters. And this is how we do it. Bro, this was so much harder than it should ever be. Now we can actually finally enjoy the kill. We will deal 4 damage indirectly, just to make sure that we win with style. Let's pass the turn. We have nothing to do except enjoying our hard-earned win. Shuffler did everything, and it just wasn't enough. Hands off keyboard and just enjoying the moment here. Alright, and that's how we do it. It's looking okay, but there is one thing wrong with this hand. There is one downside. Yes, we are on the draw, that's the problem. And no hand will solve it. Our opponent is going strong with favorite passage, but that means not a red aggro, so I'm pretty happy with it. We absolutely do not need more lands. Man, I love those backstreets. Like, this is the type of design I want to see more, when you have decisions at every single step of the game, and then you can actually, you know, express yourself as the player. No boy, I wish I was on the play so I could lock it down. However, we will just go with Momentum Breaker. So I wanted to play this, but in this situation, bro, I don't want to see more of a ramp. Especially that lockdown doesn't hit big creatures, so, you know, we can hit Liliana, but we are always a little bit behind. Alright. I don't see a lot of power on this. Okay, this is kinda important, so I cannot get rid of this. I can only get rid of this and Momentum Breaker. It's interesting, but is it good enough? Sorry, I need to think. This is super important turn. Next turn we are going Battlefront, so this is like the only selection we'll have. Preventing the ramp here feels super impactful. I think we go lockdown, man. I think we actually go lockdown. I know it feels weird, but I think their deck is absolutely about ramping into big creature and drawing cards with this. If we can prevent it, they actually don't have anything in the board right now. And their next play might... Okay, I hope they might maybe not have a land. But so far they are not pushing too much damage, so we are successful at preventing their game plan, a little bit at least. And now, guys, let's drop the bomb and see what we... Really? Really? This was not a good hit, let's put it this way. I don't want to attack so they don't draw a card with this, but obviously this was supposed to get us super ahead, and we actually got behind on this turn. Like, I really hoped for like Liliana or something. However, now we can start to recover. I think we can go for the demon and start doing cards from the next turn onwards. So we can play the demon. I think this might be the play. We could also start pressuring them. Like super... You know what? I kinda like it. I kinda like it. Because that puts already 8 damage into the board. And we can kill this. Here you go. That's your card. But at the same time, it makes it a little bit harder for our opponent to defend, because this is only a 1-2. One of the big downsides of this amazing card, that it doesn't really trade against anything. They could make a fish and try to double block. Something I kinda considered. They can kill Lockdown, but then we are getting moment. Oh, this is so smart. They will kill Lockdown with Terrasander or something. And then we already got blocked. I have to say, this is a really good play. Bro, that's a cheers from me. Here you go. That was a masterful play. Basically, they nullified Momentum Breaker fully. However, we still get Corpses of the Lost. So that is something. Oh, they actually want to remove them while they can, to prevent the damage. So do we want it? We could just go with Annex, honestly. This is a decent value, man. But I think we respectfully decline on this turn because we have tons of pressure and we need to keep hitting. As you can see, our opponent is bro. Okay, that's a something. Okay, so we need to go into value game and win like that. So I think we just drop Annex on this turn. Yeah. Can we hit? Alright. What are you? Raptor. Okay, that I think we'll go with Annex. We actually have a lot of Lilianas, like we have 4 of. So this should be okay. Nope. And we descended. Oh, this feels good. Of course I cannot attack because I read the card. So, you know what, I will take it. Why not? It's only 1 life. Duress is obviously not the draw we wanted. It's kinda a dead card. So we might need to survive a little bit longer than I would like to. By the way, Sanctuary is both a skeleton and a demon. Oh, this has menace. I think I just take... Oh, they will... Until under their good you control Trump. Oh, it gains trample as well. Well, this is looking a little bit rough. Well, this hurts. And they can go for the map tokens on the next turn, push it to 9, and that will be a kill. As we might be forced to go for Sanctuary play. Well, I guess we just go Demon and try to, you know, go this way. But the first strike and Menace is definitely not helping. I guess we can hope for this. This is probably like... It's not great for us, because now we need to hit double removal, but it's something at least. Well, this is awkward. So I can make a demon. The ritual chamber one. What are the plays we can... So we get those two under the bus. This will also get trampled. So we can double block this. Then take the hit from this. I think we go with this because we need to start life gaining. Our next cards need to really stabilize us. I probably misplayed because there's no reason to cast Duress after. I should start with this in case that is a removal. We missed, so it didn't make a difference, but it was still a bad play by me. Alright, so we are getting to 11, that will help. Okay, this is the type of card we needed. We also get max speed, so maybe at some point we life gain with Breaker. They really want to draw cards because their cards are insane bombs. Like, they can just nuke us on the value. Not exactly amazing for us to instantly see a 2-for-1. That also answers Annex, our main game. But don't you worry, we have Battlefront, so we can fight it. Hopefully. Swing. I can just trade against it. Or we could double block this. I think with Annex gone, we might actually hit Annex from the top, but I want to keep them at 0 creatures. The Fountain Port will be annoying, but hopefully they will play something on this turn. Because I want to hit Liliana and sacrifice this, so I need to empty board for this. I think this is good enough. They will give this trample and drawing a card, so there's no point in double blocking, at least on this turn. We are under a lot of siege because we kinda didn't have the opening we needed. It's a little bit wonky, and this Heirloom definitely helps them a ton. But I think we can recover. Alright, so this we need to get rid of 2 creatures. Oh, this is so annoying. I don't think I can answer 3. I can answer 2. I can stack 3. Okay, we will just go with this. A little bit awkward. Bro, it's not a little bit awkward. We actually lose to this. I can see that's why it was problematic. This is 1 too many creatures. And I need Momentum Breaker and I win the game. I will give him a good game. That was a good one. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this is the full deck list. And as you can see outside of Get Lost, Duress, and obviously the Battlefronts because they cannot hit themselves, you have basically the whole deck that you can hit with this card. And United Battlefront at its peak, it's 4 mana for 6 mana value in 2 different cards. So this card is actually insane and I wouldn't be surprised if we see it more in the future. Basically, if you have deck with a lot of 3-drops that are good, you just put this card and it's just better, you know. And not many decks play counter spells, so when this resolves, it's very hard to get equal exchange because you at least get 2 cards, right? Unless you super whiff. But we also have removal with like Momentum Breaker and Nowhere to Run as a permanent, so we only have Get Lost just to get flexibility against enchantments, so we can win Mirror. As you have seen, we can kill, well, we didn't hit it, but you can generally kill your opponent Annex while your Annex are still intact, and you can also tutor for Annex with Battlefront, so this actually gives you more than 4 Annex in like practicality, and also we have so many Lilianas and Corpses of the Lost that is super nice. And you can also hit Lockdown with this, so if you are playing against red, you can duress them, start removing creatures on turn 2, and then go for the Battlefront on turn 4 and just lock down everything. And Liliana also helps a little bit, and then you live gain with Annex. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is a very cool idea. You can use Battlefront in like so many different decks, so if you enjoyed this card, you have Brewer's Dream to make any deck you ever want. Just put a lot of 3-drops that are solid, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to all the patrons that allowed it to happen, so you guys absolutely rock. Thank you for that, and yeah, I hope you guys all had a great fun today. Thank you for watching until the end, and see you tomorrow.
With